Finally, we have reached the last recipe of the Twisted Wonderland Fanbook Volume 2, the birthday cake, the dorm birthday cake to be exact. Today we are going to make the Heartslabyul one because that's what they have, but they do have other images of the other dorms, and they're just saying you could make the base, but you can decorate it differently since it's all 3-tier cake. So for example, for the Ignihide dorm, you would have to just make this blue food coloring mix. That's the whipped cream, and then you can just decorate it however you want. Same thing with the other dorms. This was supposed to be for Riddle's birthday, but I'm a month late, so happy birthday to Ace. If you guys ever decide to make this birthday cake for yourselves or to celebrate your favorite Twisted Wonderland character, feel free to tag me on any of the social media posts. I would love to see it. And also, thank you to Ray for translating this recipe. Let's get into it. Since the cake is 3 tiers, we will be making 3 different sponge cakes. The first one is the base is 24 centimeters, then 18 centimeters, then 12 centimeters. For the sponge cake, you will need cake flour, baking powder, sugar, which I later replaced with powdered sugar because my mom told me it was easier to mix, and then eggs. The oven temperature and baking time, you can look at the table provided on the screen. Feel free to pause and read. But yeah, make sure you have cake molds with the diameters of 24 centimeters, 18 centimeters, or 12 centimeters. I had to go to Michael's to get them. And for the toppings, you'll need 1 pack of heavy cream, 2 tablespoons of sugar, berries. So for berries, you can get whatever you need or whatever you have on hand. But to make it look like the photo, they said they used approximately 2 packs of strawberries, about 40 blueberries, and a few blackberries and raspberries. Take a look at the photo of the cake and make an estimate of how much you need. And of course, you can't forget the candles. Step 1. Make the sponge cake. Beat the eggs in a large bowl until fluffy. Then gradually add the sugar and continue beating until thick and cloudy. You can use a hand mixer for this step. Sift the cake flour and baking powder together and gently fold it into the egg mixture that you made from step 1 until well combined. No lumps of flour should remain. Step 3. Pour the mixture into the molds as indicated in the table above and bake in the oven. Test with a skewer. If it comes out clean, the cakes are done. Remove the molds and let them cool. And I didn't really have a skewer on hand, so I used a toothpick. Repeat steps 1 to 3 to make sponge cakes of 3 different sizes. Step 5. For the topping, whip the heavy cream with sugar until stiff peaks form. Step 6. Spread the whipped cream onto the surface of the sponge cakes using a palette knife or a similar tool. Then stack them into 3 layers. I spent a long time making sure everything's spread evenly. It is not as easy as it looks. Step 7. Decorate the cake with strawberries, blueberries, or other berries as desired. And there we have it. That is our cake. And now it's time for a taste test. It's good. I like it. It is a bit dry though. I feel like I needed to use Sprite or syrup to make the cake a little bit more moist. The fruits did help chase away the dryness, but personally I didn't think it was enough. I still think the cake was just a tiny bit dry. The powdered sugar did help. I'm glad that I didn't use normal sugar. And the cake is very light. This is like very, you know how like if you go to an Asian bakery, nothing's like super sweet? It's exactly this. This is exactly the type of cake that I would taste from an Asian bakery. I did make Scarivio's cake, but like a one tier instead of a 3-tier cake. You can take a look at the photo. I hired a professional baker to make it. It was awesome. It tasted really great. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. And don't worry, this is not the last cooking video because Fanbook Volume 3 came out, and now we get to do everyone's culinary crucible recipe. So who should I do next? Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you guys next time.